Hello, hello, hello. So it is that time of year again, and it is salvage time. I guess salvage time is every part of the year. Yeah, that sounds fun. Anyways, let's get into the next salvage run, and this one is a little bit crazy. So here it is. It is a submission, and this is one that I said flagged as yellow, so we might try it. Probably gonna post it maybe in the future. Actually, probably not, based on how this video went. But I immediately disregard this because round 100 looked more than impossible. That was something that I could just sense, but then I saw he flagged it as yellow, so I'm like, okay, I'll try it. And I go in here, and it starts on round 98 with not a whole lot of cash. And the ceramic cleanup is abysmal. There's a lot of weird things in here. There's an MIB that doesn't actually do anything. Nothing in this setup gets affected positively or well affected in any way by MIB, which is kind of funny, I guess. But yeah, so we got that. And the best way that I really see, or I guess like the only way I see about going this, is with a swarm. Now, it is possible, I guess, in some world with a ton of RNG and like maybe grinding 40 hours with like great targeting and all, that you can beat this with nothing, but that doesn't really solve the problem of round 100, which I'll show you later. Round 99's honestly fine, but right now we're just pushing through this round 100. And yeah, so basically there's nothing here that really kills the bad, and on Ouch and Ravine specifically, the round 100 is notoriously hard. Now, there is an elite defender, but the map is so short, it's coming out of the short path, there's really not much this elite defender can do. So in a way, it's kind of just doomed. And that becomes very evident later when I actually get there. So I end up beating round 98 with pretty much just a swarm. That was really the best I think you're gonna get, and then from there round 99 was pretty easy, and then after that the issues just start coming up, and that's mainly the issue around 100. So this was, as I said before, like something that I sensed. From experience, I know kind of what you need to beat round 100 on Ouch, and it's usually either like a ton of single target damage, a Moab eliminator, or a first strike, and I don't have access to a first strike in the first place, nor could I afford one. So it basically was like, yeah, this isn't happening at all, and I obviously decided to skip there, but then I said picked it up, so I gave it another go, an honest attempt, I would say, and yeah, it failed horribly. I did crack the bad open, and I did kill the DDTs, and on my best attempts, like one of the ZMGs went open, so that like kind of seems like it was close, like the bad did go down and the DDTs did go down, but no, not really. Those ZMGs on the inside, they only want to go one way, and that is out the exit, so they are going to obviously opt to go there, and there's really nothing that you can do to take out two whole ZMGs that are literally about to leak. And the way that you do that, I guess, is like just insta-killing them, and we're $27,000 away from a tech terror to get that insta-kill, nor do we ever, starting at 12k, we're only going to get 12k more from those rounds, so nor will we have enough money for a first strike, or you'd probably need like 2 spike storms. So yeah, there's just nowhere close to enough cash. This run has some very, very horrible decisions, a lot of purchases that would never even had to been made, such as the MIB, like those extra alchemists, a whole nother relentless glue. Both of those relentless glues don't even have the splatter cross path. So basically, I decided, instead of just like calling it quits there, well, I guess I called it quits on the salvage, but I'm going to be doing this strategy, but just clean it up, and we're going to be looking to save like $30,000 at least to get which is it? It's the tech tear. Yes, the tech tear. And then with that, I'm going to save money, and by not getting all those useless support towers, and get an overclock to do more damage-ish, tech tear all of the big waves, and then when those ZMGs leak out, I can tech tear it all and actually kill round 100. So it does take a lot, and you're gonna notice, like, compared to what that run earlier was offering and compared to what like this sheer amount of stuff against round 100 that I needed to just barely be able to get by, you're gonna realize that this was nowhere closer. You're gonna need, on that run before, practically a whole like 20 something thousand dollars to be magically brought in, which is $20,000 that you do not get in Chimps mode. So yeah, I just cleaned everything up here, and I'm going to get an overclock to overclock everything. I have slightly better positions. I have Alk buff on Gwen, which is very good. You're going to notice there's a giant lack of support towers. This really isn't the most optimal strategy, but it is using the same exact towers that was put in the example, so that's pretty good. There's like far too much damage, not enough support, but it really can work out because you do have a nuke option, which often can mitigate the need for support. I do end up getting a little bit with the Moab glue, and I did end up trying to work a little bit on cash spare. Obviously with this I'm not going to get so much cash spare, but just to like prove that I'm a good person, maybe, I think, if I am. I got, I think it was like around 6,000-7,000 cash spare on top of that 20 something, I think like 21,000 that I had to save. So I ended up saving $28,000 from the original run to be able to win here. And then on top of that, it obviously wasn't a black border. It could be optimized a little bit, like you'd still have to switch things around. I think EDEF definitely wouldn't be the play here. That's kind of a lot of cash wasted on something that doesn't really do a whole lot of damage on round 100, and the cleanup sometimes can be very inconsistent. But it could probably be optimized for black border, but I'm assuming that these salvage runs were not a black border because they never even won in the first place, so I really wasn't like too worried about that being considered against it. But basically here we are. I was trying a whole bunch of stuff, but this is what ended up working for me. It's an embrittlement with a spike storm, and then we use the spike storm. We have overclock on Archmage, so that's something that we didn't have. We didn't have the embrittlement, we didn't have the whole spike storm, we didn't have overclock buff applying to Archmage to make it better. Alk buff on Gwen is also a huge thing, and of course just nuking the insides, and that's what I needed with 7k spare, so pretty cool. Had 28k more than the run before, but this was really just something crazy. It kind of just, even like I was surprised that I needed this much, even though I know round 100 on Ouch is very brutal, but compared to the salvaged attempt before, yeah, there's no way that you're getting kind of this amount of momentum to beat round 100 with that little.
Thanks for watching. If you want to help out the channel, you can check out these new videos, like and subscribe for more content, support the channel by becoming a member, and joining the Discord to chat with the community. Bye!